But I have the privilege of bringing up someone who's turned into a really good friend of mine. I didn't know him prior. This gentleman was up in Reading, was a contractor, realized that that's kind of a young man's sport, if you will. And he said, man, these realtors are making just bank on all the property that I'm building, and they're selling it. What if I got my license? And then I went and sold it after building it and, kept the money for myself. So he did that. He built the number one Remax team in all of Reading, and then became a owner of a Keller Williams office, became a team leader. Like everything that he puts his mind to, he just goes after it, and it grows and builds and grows and builds. He's approaching 1,000 agents in his organization within EXP, so he knows a few things about attraction and recruiting and building organizations and leadership and all that. So please welcome my good friend, Randy Byrd, up to pour into us today.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it very much. I'm going to grab my little clicker. Before we get started, I want to thank a couple people. Number one is, the leadership group to put this together for everybody. It's really spectacular that we've been able to do this and have Gene Frederick, one of the board of directors, come in and support us. We love and appreciate you, Gene Frederick. Give him a round of applause. And, many other leaders that are in the organization, Don Yoakum, Tom Daves, Matthew Stewart, Brett, just on and on and on. There's a lot of leaders that are contributing. And so what I want to do today is thank a couple people that helped make this possible. Number one, Dave Wilcox Mortgage. Where are you at? He's in the back there with his beautiful wife, Mandy. He took care of Chef Corey and took care of all the food for this event. There's a lot of stuff going on. So thank you, Dave Wilcox, for that. We appreciate you. Also, the kitchen staff and people and Sandra and Nikita and just all the girls back there have been just crushing it with the food and the drinks, and it's a lot of work. I mean, yesterday they had a lunch planned weeks ahead of time, and the guys canceled in the morning because they didn't have staffing. And so you can imagine what it takes to try and put this all back together in hours instead of weeks. So I just really want to appreciate them. Chef Corey and Marina for coming up from Reading. He's a great buddy of mine. I've known him for a lot of years. I sold his house. He got divorced 17 times, I think, and I sold them all. Love you, brother. Love you. No, but honestly, I sold his house, I don't know, a decade and a half ago probably, and we've been best friends ever since. And it's just one of those things that I'm just super proud of that guy as a human being and what he's been able to accomplish. And so that means a lot to me, having him here. And then again, Ray and the audio-visual crew are crazy good. I mean, Brent told me these guys are like legit, but over the top. Really impressed with what you guys are doing. Thank you for that. And we've got a great day planned for you. So what I'm going to talk about today, I thought, I do some agent attraction training, some different things. By the way, you're invited to all that. We're going to talk about that and how you could plug into things if you want to take agent attraction to the next level and really take it really seriously. We offer as an organization more trainings than I think anybody else that I've seen. I mean, we have 7, 8 live trainings a week, and we want you to be there because that's for you. It's not for us. We've been there. We're doing it for you now. So today what I did is I thought, I'm going to do something on social media because it's what Gene's plugged into. He's got all over Facebook and TikTok and, so kidding. But I think, in my opinion, this is probably one of the most impactful things you could do right away. And done correctly, it can be all you have to do, right? Would anybody be interested in knowing how to do that through that little tiny thing called social media? So that's what we're going to work on today. So let's rock and roll. Update available. Okay, number one, I don't know where that picture came from, but that's cool. Oh, that's on my other screen. I was going to play that video for you. You can get rid of it. You can close that tab. I didn't know it did that. It was pretty cool. All right, so today we're going to talk about some Facebook strategies. Number one, I'm going to stand here so you guys can see a little better, some of you. Oh, it's cool? All right, you want me up there, don't you? Facebook, I call it the 10-5-3-2-1 because it's simple to remember. And it's also a strategy that's very, very valuable for your real estate business as well as attraction, both, if you think about it that way. So what is it? What does 10-5-3-2-1 stand for? Super simple. It means that you do 10 Facebook messages a day and also 10 likes and comments. So think of 10 being the communication, right? Think about it. What's your first name? Rebecca. If Rebecca posts that she's in Lake Tahoe and I go on her page and I like it, that's okay. There's value there. She gets 50 likes. She feels, popular. But the reason people do this is for the dopamine. That's what this is about. If you post you're doing something with your little grandbaby and people go, oh my gosh, that's amazing, that shoots you with dopamine. It feels good. And all of a sudden you have that connectivity, right? So liking it is not enough. You have to comment. And the secret to this is commenting in a way that inspires a rebuttal or a retort, coming back to you in a conversation. Meaning that if I just liked Rebecca and I even said, ooh, I love Lake Tahoe, that's not really about you. But if I go, oh my God, Rebecca, where are you staying? ? Now she's engaging with me in this Facebook conversation, and then other people get to see us as well. So it's getting dual effect in this, right? So really valuable. If you think about that, you could do it in about 10 minutes a day. I have most of my coaching clients doing about a 15-minute session a day. It's enough, right? That's not overcoming your life. It's just 15 minutes. So 10 likes, 10 comments that inspire transaction, and then also 10 instant messages to people in the DM side of Facebook, right? So use that as the 10. The next thing is 5 posts per week. It's not very many. 5 posts per week. Some of you post 15 times in the last 45 minutes. I've been watching. But 5 posts per week's not that many, okay? 3 business posts per week, because that's really, I'm on Facebook for business. I'm not there to make friends. I'm there for business. I might have 5,000 friends, but clearly we're not friends, right? My goal is to build relationships and have that equity in the relationship over time with them. So 3 business posts per week. And this is just some ideas of some things that I've done. You could do whatever you want, but I do a Tuesday Titans of the week. So that's a post that we could do. I've interviewed Dr. John Gray, Tanya Meme, Jimmy Rex, Pipes, Anthony Kiprop. Some really good people. And the interview serves as a business post that week if you choose it. It could be interviewing a restaurant. It could be interviewing a local business, whatever it may be for you. But I think that's a really valuable opportunity. And then also interactions, interviewing the county police chiefs, mayors, influencers, business owners, those kind of things. Super valuable on that business post of the week. 2 personal posts. You don't want to just, EXP all over them, or you don't want to be business all over them, right? So you have to have that blend. Because if you're business, I'm checking out if I'm not interested in the business. But if you go business, slam a grandbaby in my face, that's powerful. Right? And then I start having the interaction. And then, by the way, once we start having the public interaction, hey, that's beautiful. Where'd you stay? Oh, what's your grandbaby's name? How old? That kind of stuff. Then I can go to direct message. I can go DM. I can say, oh my gosh, where are you from? I've always wanted to go to that section of Tahoe. All of a sudden, you have that relationship you're starting to build in that. It's very powerful. And then, important, 1 Facebook Live per week. This is mandatory, guys, and this is where most people are lacking because it's nervous. It's live, right? It's a different version than you doing the editing software until you look like Vanna White. So Facebook Live a week. It could be business, personal, it doesn't matter, but you want to focus on some ideas: market update, open house, video tours. This house, we're going to talk about that in a few minutes. You got a lot of opportunities, social media wise, in the next 48 hours, all right? So this is one that this has been a big one for me. For 3 years, we've been doing birthday messages every single morning without fail between 7 and 9 a.m. for 3 years. I have 5,000 Facebook friends. So mathematically, somewhere in the, 15 to 18 a day. So I did them in the beginning myself for about 2-3 months till I established what I want to say and kind of a cadence. And then I farmed it off to my VA in India that's $5 an hour. She does it every single day. And what happens, it sounds like that may be impersonal, but it's not. Because what happens is, what's your name? Ingrid? When I go, happy birthday, Ingrid, it's your special day. Not today, but let's connect soon. I'd love to see about what you're up to, but for today, enjoy it. And then birthday cake, smiley face, explosion, whatever, right? I don't do any of that. She does. But as soon as she responds with anything minus a thumbs up, I don't do thumbs ups. If they thumbs up me, I'm like, yeah, screw you. You're probably going to get off my Facebook page. But if she says thank you or anything else, and I'm going to show you some responses that'll blow you away, but then I take over, right? That's when I take over. So now I can manage throughout the day, if there's 10 or 15 messages, usually it's about 50% that people say thank you for the birthday or something, right? So then it's personalized. Then I can see their profile. I can personalize it to what the message is that I want to say. And if they say, hey, I'd love to catch up or something like that, then I say, let's do it another day. It's your birthday, but enjoy. And I get to personalize it a little bit. That's a really, really powerful thing. And everybody loves their birthday, right? I can tell you that and I'll show you, but I've had birthdays. I send birthday message, and then we change it every year, by the way, right? So I did that for 2 years. I sent the same one for 2 years, kind of figured it out. We change it a little bit every year. And then 3 years of no communication whatsoever, no response. Then they'll go, you are amazing. Like you're the only one that always says birthday to me every single year. And then all of a sudden that connection's been made, right? Very, very powerful. So here's a sample. I don't know if you can see it way in the back, but hopefully you can. But this is an example of a birthday. So you can see on 7/24/21 at the top, I sent, hey, Tyler, happy birthday, friend. I hope this finds you and your family well. Party like a rock star. That was last year's message. Thank you, sir. Cheers from one rock star to another. Have a great weekend. So shot him with the thing of dopamine, said happy birthday to him. We continued. No other conversations. I just said, haha, yes, you're welcome, right? And then got in some Top Golf, always a great time, right? That was me. And then I think he said score low, sir. So we had a little communication, right? This is just happening on his birthday. And then this week was his birthday again. This was Sunday of this week. Happy birthday, Tyler. I hope this finds you well. Notice I'm putting their first name in. My VA is, right? That's one of her roles, so she has to put their first name in the text. So I hope this finds you well. Not today, LOL, but let's connect soon. That's my selfish thing I want to do, right? But I'm saying in a way that's like, hey, it's your birthday. I don't want to do it today, but let's connect soon. And then it says, wishing you an amazing birthday. That was Sunday. He said, thank you, sir. Totally love these past few birthdays that you take the time to send this message. Very much appreciated, right? So that relationship's taken up a notch or so. And I said, you bet, buddy. I try not to forget. Thanks for acknowledging. Enjoy, bro. It's his birthday. I don't want to get into anything. Now, in a day or two, I could DM and say, hey, I want to talk to you, man. I hope you had a great birthday, but let's connect, right? And let's talk about what we want to talk about. So another one, this went out Saturday of this week. Sublimity, she's a new person I just added in the last couple months. So I have never messaged her. I said, happy birthday, Sandy. Hope this finds you well. Not today, LOL, right? Same thing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I messed up. I said, you're very welcome, cheers. And she said, thank you again. I didn't know which person I was talking to. So I said, you're very welcome, cheers, the exact same thing. Because all I did is hit 888 on my phone and it populates, thank you very much, cheers, that kind of stuff, right? So I have an auto population of even the response to them for the most part. Sorry if it's your birthday and I say the same things. It's true though. And then so she said, because I said, what's up, friend? Let's jump on a short. So notice the days, right? Saturday, and then this was yesterday at 8:01. So I said, hey, Sandy, what's up, friend? By the way, it's my VA again. She has to wait 2 days to send this message. Hey, Sandy, what's up, friend? Let's jump on a short call soon and catch up. What day works? I've never met her. I've never talked to her. And she said, sounds good to me. Any time during this week is usually pretty good. This was Monday yesterday, right? Today's Tuesday? Yes. So that was yesterday. So I Googled her. That's her profile. She's not here, is she? So Sandy Elwood, she's principal broker in Almsville, Oregon, up by me. We have 14 mutual friends, talking point, right? I'll probably go click about before I DM her to find out if there's some things in common, or I'll start doing the 10, 5, 3, 2, 1 on her. But in this particular case, she gave me permission to talk to her this week, right? We should call her live. Okay, so principal broker, licensed in Berkshire Hathaway, I get all the information, right? At this point, she goes into my CRM, no matter what. Even if she tells me, I never want to talk to you again, she goes into the CRM and she's labeled, right? But I'm building a relationship now. And this is brand new. So I have permission to talk to her. I have a call that I've laid out. It's not a pickup line, right? You notice I didn't say, hey, really like your profile. That's not what we're doing here, right? How you doing? All right, but I want to just share the power of this simple little thing done properly, and you can leverage this all out. And if you want to use my VA Ria in India, let me know. She's got a team, $5 an hour. She's 7 something now, but she's honored my $5 because I've had her for 6 years. I think Dawn's using her now, and she does a great job. So another one, just as a sample. I'm not going to read every line, but you can see where I sent her a birthday message. I think that was back in 19, right, the first one. And then I labeled this because I said, you're welcome. Then in 20, another time, a different message. You can see that one, happy. So in 19, it was, it's your birthday and month. Enjoy, my friend, right? It's made to be kind of simple. And then I did it again in 2020. No response, no response. Well, that one she did. No response in 2020. No response in 2021. In 2022, which was Monday of this week, I just did this yesterday. I said just the next year's message. Randy, thank you so much for your special message. It means so much to me. What does that say to you? Thank you for your message. It means so much to me. She blanked me for 3 years. But we have built equity in the relationship now where I could DM her and she'll answer usually. Okay, so extremely powerful if you really grasp this part of it. So DMs for lasting relationships. There are a lot of people doing things wrong on the front end of DM messaging, okay? If you're sitting here now and you get a DM message and it's about them, you're likely going to blow it off, right? Especially the ladies in the room. Show of hands, how many DMs do you get that you don't answer? Be honest, right? So a majority of the room, and I heard a lot. Well, this is not, this is not the dating website. But a lot of people take the DMing as an entry point to be able to talk to them, especially when you're not friends. It's even worse. So if you're friends with somebody, I have an expectation to have friendship with them if they're on my friend page, because I'm maxed out. So I'm always looking for somebody to screw up. I really am. And I'm saying it in a way that's meant to be pointed. But I've got 5,000 friends, and if they're not interacting with me, like if I shoot them a DM, hey, Paul, we've been friends for a long time. Let's connect. Is this about EXP? I go, what? Read it back to me. What did it say? Because I don't take offense, but I take offense, right? I didn't say anything about EXP. Well, that's usually what all you guys want. I go, hey, Paul, we're probably not good friends. I mean, honestly, I was just reaching out to network, and if we're going to be friends here, let's be friends. But I'm not here just to claim I have 5,000 friends, right? And so we'll part ways if that happens. And usually they'll go, hey, I'm really sorry, I get a lot of this. I could show you dozens of these things from a couple weeks where they go, hey, I'm really sorry, I didn't mean to, I'm just kind of on the defensive about this. I'm getting a lot of calls. So I take it to a level like, no, I'm trying to network, I'm trying to add value. If not, why be here, right? And my story, if you want to use it, you can. But I say, hey, COVID taught me one thing, is we have to be better at each other in our relationships. COVID, we locked down, we weren't able to go out anywhere. So I take this and I go, hey, I'm purposeful. I want to talk to 2 or 3 people a day to build my network, to collaborate, and to see how we can help each other in business. Period, end of story. Didn't start with EXP, didn't end with EXP. But if you're not willing to do that, it's cool. I'm 100% fine, but you're just not my people, okay? So Jimmy Rex, I had this video in here because he did such an amazing job with this recently, but it was a little challenging to get it to play, and I'm not going to trouble with it right now. But what he did is he talked about how he keeps his friends so close with so many friends in your life. He has 130, 60, 70,000 followers. TikTok, you name it, he's everywhere. He's got 250,000 followers in different capacities. He's got views of 10 million on some of his posts. He's got one post where he was in Lake Powell and the houseboat was sinking. It had like 10 million views or something. But he did a great job, and he said, here's a little life hack. Call every day a couple people while you're driving to lunch break, a showing, or whatever. Don't ask for anything. Don't offer anything. Just call and connect. You'll quickly notice a difference in all your friendships. I want to repeat that again. Don't call with agenda. Don't call with anything other than, I don't want anything. I'm just checking on you. I want to connect with you. What's going on? What's happening? It's a 5-minute conversation. It could be longer. Okay? Really, really powerful when you think about this as a deep building relationship. The way I explain it is this way. You want to deposit into the account before you ask for a withdrawal. Okay? So if I call and I go, hey, Rebecca, I'd really like to show you what I'm doing. I'd like to show you what's going on. And this might be a life-changing situation for you, right? That's all about me. It has nothing to do with her. I have to deposit into Rebecca. Hey, Rebecca, I don't know you yet. And, I'd like to just get to know you. We don't even talk business at first. Put equity into the relationship. And again. Then you could ask for that withdrawal. Right? Rebecca, we've been friends. Remember we met about the Lake Tahoe post and all that stuff? We've been friends for 3 or 4 months. Curious, would you mind if we connected for 5 minutes? Talked about business, what we could do to help each other, right? Because there's equity that's been put into the relationship. It can happen very fast. It can go in minutes. If you have reciprocity in it, meaning that if I'm asking you, where are you from? What do you do? You know, how long you been doing that? How long you been married? Oh my gosh, how many kids do you have? What do you guys do for fun? If I go down this cadence and really making it about her, I promise you at some point, 5, 10, 20 minutes, whatever it is, she's going to say, so Randy, tell me about you. Right? It's the law of reciprocity is they're going to want to ask you the same thing and get to know you. It's almost an obligation they have. So use it. Use it to build relationships. That's what this is really all about. So here's a couple other ones that I thought were cool samples, right? And this is strictly, again, here's a birthday message in March. And then, well, that was last year. And then this year. And then he said, thank you, sir. You're welcome, bro. Cheers. And then, one day later, I have told her 2 days, but she did it one day later. But she says, Kevin, we've been friends here for a minute. Let's connect. I have exciting and big things happening in my business world. This is a business conversation I'm doing, right? But it's a DM because I've earned some equity. I've got big things happening in my business world. I'd love to share, connect, and network. Are you open to a short business call in the next week or so? Pretty simple, straightforward, right? Sounds like it is. Randy, hi Randy, yes, please. Give me a call next week. Tuesday or Wednesday works well. 11 to 12, question mark. Awesome, let's plan 11:30. Is today Tuesday? I think I was supposed to call him at 11:30 on Tuesday. Is your number still this? Yes, sir. Got it on my calendar. Another one we probably should call now live. All right? You see my point here? Nikita, how did you let this happen? Just kidding. I know he gave me the thumbs up. I promise you I'm going to text and call him when I'm done. And then I'm going to say, oh my God, I had the best day golfing. I beat Gene Frederick, the legend, the GOAT. Hey, did I point out this shirt, Gene? Did you notice this shirt, Gene? He's cussing me. Okay, here's another one. This is kind of, I wanted to show you some, okay, thank you. I want to show you some kind of case studies along the way, right? So this is a gal, I know her very well in Reading. Her dad is the #1 agent of all time in Reading, Mike Rossiter. He sold 5,000 homes in Reading. She's the daughter. Sorry? You know Julia Rossiter? Okay. So she's a great gal. She doesn't sell very much, 40 houses a year or something. She's a good realtor. But I've been messaging her forever. Click, 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 click. Nothing's blank, 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 blank. And then this year I said, happy birthday, Julia. Hope this finds you well. Thanks. That's all she said. She responded, so I called her. She joined EXP a week later. It's a true story. She's in my organization now. So she finally responded on July 7th, and she joined on the 18th of this year. All right? And it was because of the equity. She's like, you're everywhere. Seriously. She goes, I see your stuff everywhere. My broker does none of that. Listen to my words, please. It's not about me. This is not about me. She goes, my broker has done nothing for me. You did a YouTube video about price reductions and how important they are right now. This is like a month and a half ago. She saw it. That happened. That happened. She called me, said, would you have a conversation with my seller? I said, absolutely. Did a 3-way call there. Seller didn't listen to me, but she edified me correctly. Had a conversation. She goes, I'm in. My broker's never done that for me in 3 years. All right, true story. Again, not about me. I want you to understand how this is valuable for you, okay? So follow up, real simple as I kind of wrap this piece up. And I'm going to, anybody who wants these slides, you can have them. You don't have to be worried about it. Hot, warm, cold, super simple. Adele Lopez, and he's in our organization. I called you for how long? 2 years. My record's 3 years and 2 months. Cindy Wadsworth in the back of the room now. How long, Cindy? How was it? Was it 2 years? Yeah, that's pretty cheese. That's easy. Jimmy Rex was 3 years. He was 3 years. But the bottom line is hot, warm, cold. I'm matching their energy. Rebecca, I go, hey, we talking all this stuff. She's like, hey, you know, this is kind of weird. I don't know who this guy is. And she's a cold. So I'm going to follow up with her every month. If she's like, oh my God, this is amazing. I've been wanting to do this every couple of weeks. If she's like, hey, I really have heard a lot about EXP. I'd like to know more. I might take it away a little bit for that moment, but she's a hot. I want to stay in touch with her every week. So 1 week, 2 weeks, 30 days, right? Pretty simple. So every 7 days hot, every 15 days warm, every 30 days cold. The fortune is in the follow-up, right? Everybody got that part? And then, you know, this is really what it's about. Take action. We're making real estate fun again. Make sure to post lots of photos with the leaders, friends, new and old. Share your EXP or share your house experience, right? We're making magic moments. This is why you're all here. We want you to experience the magic moment, all right? This is your opportunity to go live, show them the lake. Say you're here with a bunch of high-powered thinkers. You're here with one of the board of directors. You're here with Don Yoakum. You're here with Tom Daves, #1 agent in the world for Keller Williams. Not once, but 7 times. And I told this story at lunch. I'm going to tell it real quick as I wrap up. Okay, right? That's okay. So when Tom Daves came over to EXP, Don Yoakum, we had a call, and he goes, I think he's on. I think he's coming. And so he ended up coming onto the team. And through that, he did a post. I don't know if it was a week or 2 weeks, but he posted, hey, I'm super excited to be at EXP. I loved Keller Williams for all those years, and I was the #1 agent in the world like 5 times. And somebody at Keller Williams complained and said, hey, he's making up that he was the #1 agent 5 times in a row. So he went to the basement, pulled out his trophies. He's like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're right, it wasn't 5 times. It was 7 times. I was #1 agent in the world. That's a true story. So it's really, really important to stay with the follow-up with this. There are no bad leads in this world, real estate or attraction. There are no bad leads. There's only bad follow-up, all right? I personally have at least 3 people in the room that took 2 years to talk to and move through the motions to move to this company. So don't forget that part of it. And then lastly, take action. Put in the work like a boss. Let's grow, baby. It's your time. Coach Randy Byrd, thank you very much for having me.